ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV here on this beautiful Friday morning. It is the first week of 2023. My guest is Lucas Vaughan. This is our Take the Point show, and I must admit, I have forgotten to make one change on the system.
Am I now Wheeze?
You are now Brian Turner. I am Wheeze.
Huh. Well, doesn't mean like I'm done.
I'll change that.
It's all right. I'll be smug and condescending.
Yeah, be smug on it. Be the Mr. Contrarian.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to be Wheeze, honestly.
All you got to do, and then you got to like weird music that nobody knows.
Yeah, well, I don't know music anyway, let alone what he knows. But I did squat 500 pounds last night.
Did you squat 500? I squatted 500 pounds as well. I got up off the couch a couple of times.
Record for Grand Masters.
You did what?
Who knows? That I got a better line on all the football games than everybody else too.
That's exactly right.
I got Georgia plus points.
You
Weird.
Got a chiseled line. You got Georgia plus 4.
Yep. Man, being Wheeze is easy.
Being Wheeze is fun, isn't it? Yeah, that's pretty good. But Lucas is here, and we're going to talk sports today. It's a lot of fun. We're going to talk national championship football.
Two great games.
I've got NFL stuff. We're going to bet. We're doubling up our NFL bets today for the week 18, the last week of the year. Are you going to be okay with that?
No, I'm disappointed for sure.
Are you disappointed?
Man, it went quick, I feel like, this year.
Can you believe how fast it went?
Gone.
I didn't think. Actually, I kind of thought that 2022 took its time. It's a sweet time getting through, but football season, college football season especially.
Yeah, college football is really quick.
Zoomed through. We're going to do that. We might talk a little NBA. I've got the NHL stats, and we've got all kinds of different things here to talk about on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey with Lucas Vaughan. But what is going on in and around your area today? I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I went looking. I go searching websites, Facebook, radio stations, TV stations. I couldn't find a doggone thing for Friday, January 6th, other than nothing. I couldn't find a thing for Friday. However, though, I do have a few things for Saturday, but not much on Saturday. Only a couple of things on Saturday, I guess. And we've gone through this before over the course of this show. In January, folks, they don't schedule things on weekends and weekend nights and nights because they're afraid of snow. Afraid of snow and ice. Hopefully, we've already had enough of that for a little while. So we'll see what's going on over in Centralia. This is a memorial benefit for Tracy Lynn Cook Mandrell, and that'll be from noon to 4. That's at Joe's. That's on South Hickory in Centralia, about 1400 block of South Hickory there in Centralia. They're going to have taco bar plates with $10 per person, $5 for children under age 10. Join us in celebrating the life and helping her family. This again for Tracy Lynn Cook Mandrell, and they'll have a silent auction as well as a 50-50 raffle. Down in Fairfield on Saturday, the Fairfield Lions Club, they need your help on Saturday, January 7th. They're going to be collecting Christmas lights that no longer work. Actually, I ought to be able to help them out there. The collection site's going to be the west side of the Cornerstone Community Church. That's the old First United Methodist Church there in Fairfield, the Cornerstone Community Church. It'll be from 9 a.m. until noon. In addition to Christmas lights, the club will also accept donations of eyeglasses, old hearing aids, empty ink cartridges. They don't want laser printer cartridges, but ink cartridges like the old, do they even still make the old dot matrix?
I wouldn't think so.
It's been a long time. But they have to still make some of them for like Linux type of processors or something like. Surely.
Go find one.
I wouldn't know where to look.
Yeah.
I would not know where to look. But they need empty ink cartridges, cell phones, soda tabs, and keys as well. These items will be recycled and the proceeds used to help fund Lions Club programs throughout the state. For more information, give old Dave Savage a call. I haven't had Dave on the show. You know, Dave would probably just love to come up here and come on the show sometime.
I believe that.
You know what? The fun part about having Dave on a show, I've had him on the radio. Fun part about having Dave on a show, you ask him one question.
Okay.
And then you don't have to ask another question for like another half an hour.
He likes to expound on that question.
He'll say, Bruce, blah, 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 blah. I shouldn't be saying the type of stuff.
I mean, he was going to come on the show.
He was talking about, I guess that's all.
Guess not anymore.
Not anymore. But, that's the down at the Cornerstone Community Church there in Fairfield. And take them, and I ain't kidding, they'll take any kinds of bulbs and the strings of lights, even if they don't work. There's some use for them. Don't throw them away. What's going on up at Effingham Saturday night at A1 Liquors? It's the Boombacks, all 80s band, as they rock the bourbon dock at A1 Liquors. That's up there on Highway 33. I think right by, I believe it's on Highway 33, right by the interstate. It'll be, I'm reading what they wrote here, folks, so it will be a rad all 80s party as they take you back with their favorite songs from the best music decade ever. Wear your favorite 80s attire or come as you are as they party like it's 1984. Lucas.
Yes, sir.
You were in grade school.
I was.
In the 1980s.
Yep.
You didn't get to high school till the 90s.
Right.
What would be your most rad favorite 1980s song?
Dr. Feelgood.
No kidding.
A little Molly Crew was good.
Yeah,
it was on my bus when I was in grade school. My bus driver, I was at it on, so I got.
Bus driver was your bus driver was probably sang Dr. Feelgood in bands.
Yeah. So yeah, my bus driver introduced us to Dr. Feelgood with all the glorious words and everything.
Did he tell you what he was introducing to you to?
Oh no, yeah, he listened to it every single day.
Did he really?
Oh, yeah.
I see. Now that's really cool. If I hadn't really thought about it, I was in high school and college during the. I was in grade school for about 5 months in the 1980s. But if you had to ask me to pick I wouldn't know where to start. I could name.
It's got to be metal bands, right?
If I'm picking my most rad.
Yeah. I mean, with that hair, that's rad.
She's a Beauty by the Tubes. Remember that song?
No.
That was like early. I was in the MTV generation. I was there when MTV first hit cable. Mm-hmm. It hit cable in Charleston before it hit cable in Fairfield, and I would go up to visit my sister in Charleston. We stayed up all night long watching MTV,
watching videos. This was like, you see, you didn't get to experience this. It was already around by the time you got of an age where you might have enjoyed that. And them starting out, it was just videos. They didn't have all the...
Starting out, they did play videos.
Yeah, it wasn't the shows.
It wasn't shows. No. It was all videos, and that was a good time. So yeah, that is going on today. What else is going on today? Or that's on Saturday. Pardon me. What else is going on today, ladies? Oh, look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, each year on January 6th, National Cuddle Up Day encourages all to snuggle up with someone for the health benefits and more. January typically has some of the coldest days of the year, so what better way to stay warm and reap the health benefits of cuddling on National Cuddle Up Day? It's whether it's a 3-dog night or only slightly chilly. There are multiple. They keep mentioning multiple benefits. I'm trying to find out what they are.
Give me one.
Cuddling releases oxytocin. This hormone alone has tremendous health benefits. Besides giving us warm and fuzzy feelings, oxytocin reduces pain. So when the cold has made those muscles and joints ache, cuddling can help reduce those aches and pains.
You say so.
I don't know. I do say so.
Yeah, that's all you.
See, now there you have somebody cuddling up with their child. That's Oxytocin helps reduce heart disease. What the heck is oxytocin? And why have I just now heard of it for the first time?
I don't know. Maybe you should cuddle more.
I guess that's right. I need to, ladies and gentlemen, I clearly need to cuddle. Cuddling also, I don't want to, I'm not sure I want to say this, but cuddling also boosts sexual desire. Dopamine is released, stimulating the brain to seek pleasure.
No wonder Blair doesn't want to cuddle.
But dopamine can also improve memory and focus as well. I have no idea. If you don't have someone to cuddle up with,
Stuffed animal?
If you don't have someone to cuddle up with, make an appointment for a massage. Studies show that massage provides similar benefits.
If you say so.
We
should probably just get away from that.
We should probably move on. Okay. We'll move on. What else is going on, ladies and gentlemen, here on January 6th? It is National Shortbread Day. National Shortbread Day recognizes a classic Scottish treat enjoyed around the world. Shortbread is a traditional Scottish dessert typically made with 1 part sugar, 2 parts butter, and 3 parts flour. Did you know that shortbread earns its name because of its crumbly texture? Its high fat content is provided by the butter, results in a shortbread crumb. And this is what I didn't know. Shortening refers to any fat that may be added to produce a short texture, a crumbly texture. That's where the term shortening comes from.
I didn't know.
He's shortening all the time in cooking.
I use butter.
Well, I use butter too.
Yeah.
Shorting, it seems like. Can you freeze shortbread? Lucas, what do you think? Is shortbread freezable?
Nah, not very well.
Yes, shortbread freezes quite well. Avoid using freezer bags to prevent breakage. Instead, use a freezer container with a lid.
It could be too dry.
You know how you know you can freeze shortbread is because that's what you get from all the businesses that send, like your manufacturers and vendors that will send you gifts.
There's all shortbread.
It's mainly shortbread. So yeah, there you go. Should shortbread dough be chilled before baking? Yes. Chilling shortbread dough firms up the butter and allows the dough to keep its shape. And should you sprinkle sugar? You can't go wrong.
Yeah, that'd be
sprinkling
fine.
sugar. What else is January 6th, ladies and gentlemen? National Bean Day. Green, red, kidney, lima.
That's pretty broad.
There's like, I think there's 4,000 different kinds of beans. I'm not sure if this tells. This day celebrates the beans in all shapes and sizes and colors. We've been cultivating beans since the early 7th millennium BC. And today, just as throughout the Old and New World history, beans provide a significant source of protein. Not only are beans exceptionally healthy meal and snack choice, they supply an excellent choice of fiber. And 1 cup of cooked beans supplies between 9 and 13 grams of fiber. Soluble fiber helps lower blood cholesterol, and they're approximately, I was wrong. I said, how many bean varieties?
Lots, I'm sure. Huh? I'm sure lots of
40,000
some stupid number.
bean varieties in the world, and only a fraction of these varieties is mass produced for regular consumption. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. National Bean Day. Get out there, enjoy your beans. What else is going on today? High school basketball this evening. We'll be in Salem tonight. The Roxana Shells taking on the Salem Wildcats. That's on Catch TV, channel 98, as well as on this channel, I think. NBA basketball tonight. The Bulls are at the Knicks. That's on NBC Sports Chicago, channel 643. Also, the Trailblazers play the Pacers. That's on Bally on channel 630. No Blues hockey tonight. ESPN has a doubleheader of NBA basketball. The Nets take on the Pelicans on ESPN channel 601, followed by the Heat at the Sun. Pelicans, did you realize the Pelicans are in the lead in the West?
No, but didn't I just see Zion's out for
Did that just happen?
Yeah, I think he's out for 3 weeks with a strained hammy or something like that.
That's what happens with that size. NHL hockey, the Coyotes are in Chicago. That'll be at 7:30. That's on channel 644. So you got basketball on 643, hockey on 644, and men's basketball tonight, doubleheader on CBS Sports Network channel 628. Western Michigan at Toledo in the MAC, followed by Akron at Ball State. So it's a MAC doubleheader. You good at following MAC hoops?
No.
Mid-American Conference?
Nope.
No? Toledo's usually okay.
No, I'm normally kind of pretty much just stick with the Big Ten on my college hoops.
You know who the coach is of the Akron Zips?
Is it John Gross?
It is John Gross. See, there you go. You do follow.
He came from the MAC.
He came from the MAC and went back to it. Detroit Mercy's, speaking of the MAC, Detroit Mercy's going to be at Wright State on ESPN2. And Stanford is at Cal at 8 p.m. on ESPNU channel 642. Take the points edition of the Big Show. That's Lucas. I'm Bruce. We'll be back right after this. Please do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I'm Dr. Eric Pikus. I'm a general practice physician here at CRHPC, and I work at the Clay Medical Center in Flora. One of the things that I love about working for CRHPC is the fact that it's a federally qualified healthcare center. And that means that we can take care of any patient, whatever the case may be. We don't have to worry about their financial situation. And I love the fact that we can take care of anybody that needs our help. So no matter what care somebody needs, we're going to give them the best possible care available without judgment.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Sob stories and sob
I know,
stories.
right? Nobody wants to hear that.
Nobody wants to hear that.
No.
Nobody wants to hear that. We might hear a little bit about that a little bit later on. That won't come up again, will it?
Nah.
No, that's good. I'm glad to see you're taking it so well.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Welcome back, folks, to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Lucas Vaughan is here, and this is your Take the Points edition, and we appreciate you tuning in. By the way, I had ran into some nice folks up in Dietrich on Tuesday night. And they are big fans of the show, so they like watching all of them, and they especially enjoy the Take the Points.
Good. I like that.
Actually, they didn't say that.
I'm glad. I'm glad Dietrich has a Wabash TV. I mean, that's great. No, maybe we get to Charleston soon. Maybe south side of Chicago. But don't worry about Fairfield though. Don't worry about that little burg down there.
It's coming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wish that we could roll tape on "It's Coming" and how many years we've done that.
It's coming.
It's coming.
I'm telling you, it's coming. I don't know if it's coming to you.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, folks up there, I say also hello, folks in Dietrich, and we appreciate you folks tuning in, however you are. College football, they had kind of a big last week or so, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, we could talk about all the games that went on. Really,
got to talk about Illinois.
Well, I mean,
Mike Leach game.
Yeah,
that's all we got to say about it.
They
they gave up. And if you bet Illinois plus 4, like a lot of people did. Did you? You weren't one of them.
No, couldn't bet Illinois. I mean, obviously.
Thank goodness you couldn't bet. No, the last play of the game kind of hurt.
Yeah, and you know what? It's amazing how many times you've seen that this year on pro level and college level. That final play, sack, fumble, lateral, pick off.
Speaking of last play of the game, it probably kind of hurt if you were an Ohio State fan. On Saturday, as the college football playoffs took place, I got to tell you, of all the games of the bowl season, let's take out the playoffs first. Did you get a chance to watch many of the bowls?
No, not a lot of them. I really didn't get a chance to watch a lot of them. I feel like this year I watched way less than I did in the past, and I'm not sure why.
I ran into people. I was traveling over the course of the last couple of weeks. I ran into people who looked me straight in the face and said, Bruce, I just don't watch bowls anymore because everybody's opting out.
There you go.
And I said to them, you are crazy. They said, well, I don't know who's playing. I don't know who's going to be good or not. I said, that's what makes it fun.
No, what makes it fun is when a team plays together all season long for 12 games, get to the bowl against another team, and you've got all the people that are playing that have played all year long to try to win this game. It almost feels to the point they play these games, they get these bowls, and they're like, it feels like an exhibition.
I wish they'd stay. The ones that hurt to me are the ones that hop in the transfer portal. Yeah. Miss the bowl for transferring. Now, the NFL folks, I can understand. Chase Brown and the two defensive backs for Illinois.
Chase Brown would have helped.
Chase Brown would have really helped, but that didn't happen. And I told them that they were wrong. So that's.
I'm gonna have to agree with them on this one.
Oh, it's terrible. I can't believe that. But you did watch Saturday afternoon, right?
It comes down to those two games on Saturday were two of the better football games I watched all year long.
Of course, the first game was the Alabama game.
They were down.
That was actually a pretty good game too.
They were down 10-0.
I know it because
didn't end up that way.
We ended up the person I was playing with. We ended up just throwing money at Alabama as that game kept going on because Alabama kind of got on a roll in that game against Kansas State, and it hurt to watch Kurt Warner just getting sadder and sadder up in the booth, but he did, and then. What do you do? But then the actual semifinals started.
You want to talk about Kentucky, Iowa at all, or just want to leave?
Did you watch Kentucky?
No. Why would you watch that abomination of football?
Okay, it was at the same time as Alabama and Kansas State.
You saw what the over in the line was, 31.
Yeah, they didn't get near.
No, heck no. and the only reason they even sniffed it was 2 pick sixes. So
Iowa did have a tight end catch a pass for a touchdown.
Yeah, there you go.
And that was a nice run in. I did watch. Actually, it was a commercial in the Alabama game, and I flipped over to that. Flipped over, and I saw Iowa score their first touchdown, maybe their second touchdown, whichever one. Because I didn't see the pick six.
Because the next 2 were pick sixes.
Okay, it was the first one then. Yeah, the next 2 were pick sixes. That was because Kentucky was playing without their NFL quarterback.
Exactly, because he was out. So nobody wants to watch that game.
I would have watched that game.
You don't want to watch whoever it was. Nobody wants to watch that kid throw pick sixes to Iowa's horrible defense, offense, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, so let's throw those behind us. They kicked the ball off to Michigan, and it was off and running. First play of the game, Michigan runs for 78 yards, doesn't get into the end zone, and it cost them.
1 4 on 4 down. I mean, and then tried some silly little trickeration, non-Michigan type play. Didn't work at all. And then, actually, it proceeded that way the rest of the first half.
It stayed that way the rest of the first half.
I mean, it was
Michigan playing non-Michigan football. Yeah. Michigan playing non-Michigan football.
Dominating the football.
Dominating.
And just not scoring touchdowns.
Had 2 touchdowns. They had a touchdown in each half taken off the board because of, the one in the second half was just terrible. One in the first half I could believe. So one in the second half I just couldn't believe that they took that one off the board. If you want to, I mean, I guess we could go back and talk about football touchdowns that were given to teams as opposed to on fourth down, the Illinois touchdown. Yeah, that was a gift to Mississippi State. As I digress. TCU, they played pretty doggone well.
They did more than I thought they would. I thought Michigan's
couple of pick sixes too, though.
Yeah. I thought Michigan's defense was going. I didn't think they were going to go 51. I mean, 51 to TCU. I didn't see that one coming. But TCU did. That Max Duggan, he's hard headed. He
doesn't know when he's losing.
No, he doesn't. He
doesn't know. That's one of my favorite jokes. Boy, that guy, he doesn't know the meaning of the word lose. One of many words he doesn't know the meaning. I'm just teasing, Max. I'm certain you know a lot of words. Actually, I know a couple of K-State alums. Well, I guess a different team. I don't know any TCU alums. Now I think about it, I know some K-State alums. I forgot about that. But yeah, Duggan, he kept rolling, and they got big enough lead that Michigan just couldn't catch him, could they?
The fact that they gave up 50, Michigan gave up 51. Anytime you give up, you don't deserve to win a football game. They still had a chance to win the football game, but they just couldn't. They couldn't move the ball, at the end of the game to get there.
Couldn't move the ball at the end of the game. So that was a great football game, and you think, well, New Year's Eve, the next game's not going to be very good at all.
Wrong,
Ola. Georgia, Ohio State. That was from the start just a wild one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, really, Ohio State, Georgia's laid their claim all year long on being the best defense in college football, and Ohio State put up numbers. I mean, Ohio State's offense was spectacular against Georgia's defense.
After not having produced against Michigan,
right,
a month ago. And then they didn't get a play in the Big Ten championship game.
Yeah, C.J. Stroud had all the time in the world. Their wide receiving core for Ohio State is fantastic, even with one of their best ones out. That was a good football game.
Yeah, well, it was. I don't have any.
Yeah, I thought we were looking at a.
No, I was just putting it in.
You're putting me bigger on the screen, bad plan.
Because you were talking about the Georgia game.
Yeah.
Did you think where was the kick from to end the game?
49 or 50, 49-50. It was right there.
How far wide right was it?
It wasn't close. He hooked it right off the foot. I mean it.
Or was it right or left?
It was left. He hooked it right off his foot. It wasn't close. It never had a chance. So
I was out, ladies and gentlemen. I was in Eastern time zone, so I didn't have a chance anyway. I guess the kick was missed right as the clock struck midnight.
Yeah, it was. It was 11 o'clock when that was going off. So. It was the timing in the Central was great. Eastern, not so much. Yeah. If you wanted to watch a football game or watch a ball drop, it wasn't great timing. But
no, it was within 2 seconds of the ball drop. So that leads us to the national championship game. The final. We're not going to talk about Purdue versus LSU.
LSU probably just scored again. That was a beat down from the word go.
That was a beat down. Georgia versus TCU opened at 14 points. Opened at 14, and I saw that on Sunday morning. I was in a place where it was illegal for me to bet, so I didn't place a bet, and I'm angry about that.
Lost a couple points, didn't you?
I've lost a couple of points because people are betting on TCU.
They're not betting on TCU. They're betting on plus 14. That's just a huge number for a championship game.
And it's a big number, but They got a chance, right?
They do have a chance.
Do they have a chance?
Yes, they have a chance. That being said, TCU's offense is not Ohio State. They are not Ohio State. Georgia's defense can control TCU's offense. So, to me, Georgia's defense, after laying down against Ohio State's got something to prove in the national championship game, and they're going to. So, I expect Georgia to run away from this game, and I really don't expect the over to hit. I think it's going to be a little bit lower scoring.
The over-under is 62.5.
Yep.
We didn't make picks on that, but we all did make picks. By the way, how did we do last week on the college football?
College football looks like you guys went.
You never got your picks in.
I don't know what I was doing. Who knows?
Oh, you were getting your face operated on.
Yeah, who knows what it was? I just didn't get them in. I know that. And honestly, I didn't even remember about it. So, but 2 and 4. 2
and 4, kind of a rough week to finish the year. But what are we picking for the national championship?
We're split. We
are
and Bruce,
a full split.
We and Bruce got TCU. Jamie and I got Georgia.
And it's like you say, I'm betting the points. I just think I ended up getting them at 12, but I just think it's too many points. 14 I would have loved to get, but I didn't get back in Illinois in time.
Mm-hmm. I'd be curious to know what this line does before next week.
It has continued to move down.
Yeah, it's continued to move down, but you're getting a lot of that public money in like yours that thinks it's too much, and then they're going to get down to it where all the public's bet, and then the people that know football like me, we're going to wait.
All the sharps.
Yep.
So yeah, Jamie and Lucas are all over Georgia, and
I like Georgia in the under.
Georgia in the under. Actually, if I was forced to take over under, I'd probably take under as well. I hope under. That keeps it close. Keeps me a better chance of staying within 12 points.
Yeah.
You got Georgia minus
12.5.
12.5. That's.
I don't see TCU putting up that big of a number like we just saw last week, and I just don't think it's going to happen again.
Well, we'll all see you on Monday night. That'll be a lot of fun as it's Georgia TCU. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce. I've got a game that night. Now that I think about
Cancel it.
I will have to cancel that. Sorry, I'm not canceling. The way those games go, I'll get home in time for halftime.
Yeah.
The way those games
seems like they're long.
That's Lucas. I'm Bruce. We'll be back talking NFL right after this. Stick around. Fade out.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, midwestfarmco.com.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Lucas Vaughan is here. This is our Take the Points show. He's not Brian Turner. He's Lucas Vaughan. Sorry about that. But he does a good Brian Turner impression.
I got nothing. Yeah, it's at noon.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's with the Baltimore game?
Yeah.
We're going to talk NFL football. We can't get can't get started talking about NFL football really without mentioning Monday night. I missed it. I was on the road Monday night. I got home and they were in the middle of they were still on the field, Joe Buck talking, but by that time they weren't showing it anymore. I guess DeMar Hamlin took a pretty good hit. And
yeah, I mean, you've watched football year long, so that hit looked like every single other hit you see all year long.
Yeah,
it's
kind of a fluke, cardiac occurrence, and he's doing better as of this taping. We're shooting this on Wednesday afternoon, and we're all sending out thoughts and prayers and T's and P's and hopes and stuff to the Hamlin family. That kind of created a pickle for the NFL as they were
two of the top teams in the AFC,
to the
fighting for
three
number one
teams
overall
in the AFC. They got to figure out. It was first quarter. Since did the
7-3?
Did the touchdown? Did the stats count? Did you get that touchdown?
Yeah, but I mean they count. But
I didn't know.
You only got 6 or 7 minutes of the game.
Somebody might have had. You were talking fantasy football earlier. Yeah. Somebody might have had that.
My assumption is, that stat counts until that game's over. But
we're shooting this on Wednesday afternoon. As of now, the NFL has not announced what they're going to do, other than they're not going to. I don't think
they're not playing it this week for sure.
They're not playing it this week for sure, and I don't think they're going to play it at all.
I don't think. I agree with you. I don't think they will either.
Here are basically the 4 different things that the NFL is looking at, and we all kind of think it's going to go number 1. As the number 2 is play the game this weekend and delay Week 18 by a week. I don't know if you could do that. Then or cancel it and delay Week 18. I don't know if you could do that. Play Bills-Bengals during a reconfigured postseason, since they were both going to.
No.
I don't know if you could do that. Cancel the Bills-Bengal game and proceed with Week 18. The winning percentage would determine seeding. That seems to work, but it does kind of lock the Bills. Can, if the Chiefs lose, they're the Bills with if they just throw that game out. I guess you treat it like a tie, basically.
If the Chiefs won out and the Bills won out, who was the number 1 seed?
If the Chiefs win, the Bills can get the 2 seed with a win.
Before the game they canceled, if the Bills would have won out and the Chiefs would have won out, who had the number 1 seed?
Bills.
Ugh. So instead of going to Buffalo, possibly, you're going to KC, possibly. Yuck.
Yeah, the Bills were in the number 1. They had the tiebreaker over the Chiefs if they had the same number of wins.
That's tough on Buffalo.
Buffalo kind of takes it in the shorts. The Chiefs will lock up the 1 seed if they win. If the Chiefs win, the Bills can get the 2. If they win on Sunday, the Bills are playing the Patriots.
Yep.
And the Bengals can't get to the 1 unless they'd have won that game. If you look at it, the Bengals with only 11 wins, they needed Kansas City to lose
and then to win the last game,
and they needed to beat Buffalo on Monday night and Cincinnati and Cincinnati themselves to win. So basically, the scenarios are the Chiefs or the Bills are the 1 or the 2. The Chiefs, I think, can end up as the 2. I don't think they can end up as the 3. No, they got a 2-game lead on the Bengals. Yeah. So the Chiefs are the 1 or the 2. Basically, the point right now, the Chiefs need to win to lock up the 1 seed and get the rest. And that's the thing. That'll be decided. That's the first game of the weekend on Saturday afternoon.
Listen, it's the rest, but more importantly than the rest, it's the whole field advantage through everything.
Yeah.
They got to come to KC and play.
Yeah, and Bengals did it last year.
Yeah.
Bengals won last year at KC. Bengals won as Buffalo came to KC and lost last year. Everybody thought that was basically the AFC Championship, and Ooh, Joe Burrow showed up.
and Cincinnati's playing great football right now, too.
Cincinnati's playing outstanding football. Here's what the AFC looks like. We'll look a little farther down. The Chargers win the tiebreak over the Baltimore Ravens. Now, for the Ravens win this week, they would, and the Chargers lose, the Ravens would jump up to the 5. The Bengals have already, I think the Bengals have already locked down the division. Yeah, haven't they? No, they've locked up a playoff spot. But at 11-5, and the Baltimore could be 11-6. They've locked it up.
Yeah.
If Baltimore would be 11-6, Cincinnati would be 11-5, and they'd have the better winning percentage. So the Bengals are locked up the North. Jacksonville plays. They play Tennessee, right? No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They play Tennessee on Saturday afternoon. The winner of that game gets the 4 seed.
Yep.
And would take on the 5. The New England Patriots are locked in, basically, to the 7. I take that back. They can still lose that if they lose this weekend, and there is a way that Pittsburgh can get in. They need New England and Miami to lose. Miami has to have the Patriots lose to Buffalo, and they have to beat the Jets. So the Jets cannot get in, I don't think. No, Jets are eliminated. Big E there on the side.
I see it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what the American Football Conference looks like. Here's the NFC. The Eagles have not quite yet locked down the 1. That 13-3. Cowboys, I think, can still catch them, right? They've both locked down positions. But the Cowboys, I think, can, if they get to 13-4, I think they.
No, I don't think. I think.
Is that wrong?
Philadelphia owns that tiebreaker.
Shouldn't that be a lockdown number? Lockdown the division.
It's got an X up there, so I think they've locked down that.
X means locked up the playoffs,
but not the division.
Yeah. See, Niners, Vikings, and Buccaneers have all locked down their divisions.
Oh, is that what Z is?
Yeah. Seahawks, if they win the tiebreak over Detroit based on the head-to-head win percentage, they beat Detroit earlier this year. And if the Seahawks beat the Rams on Sunday, the Lions-Packers game doesn't matter. If the Seahawks lose to the Rams on Saturday, or probably on Sunday, that Lions-Packers game at Lambeau Field to end the season is playing for the final playoff spot in the NFC.
Yeah. I hope something happens where I don't have to root for either team in that last game of the year.
I got to tell you,
Are you a Dan Campbell believer?
No.
Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
You're on the Dan Campbell wagon?
I've jumped on and off the Dan Campbell wagon twice. I was on the Dan Campbell wagon starting the year, and then they started out poorly. For want of a better term.
Yep.
1-6
or something like that.
Of a more descriptive term.
Yeah.
And, I jumped right off of that and landed on my feet, and then jumped back on for a couple of weeks and jumped right back off at the right time.
This isn't where I need to be.
This is not where I need to be. And actually going into Lambeau, we can get to our bets if you like to. We did 4 games apiece. I tell you what, let's do. Let's take our quick final break, and then we'll come back. We'll give the team bets for Saturday and Sunday, and then we'll also talk a little NBA and maybe a little hockey. Work for you?
Sure. No soccer in there?
I don't have soccer.
Too bad.
Soccer's over unless you want to talk about soccer. We haven't talked about it. We never got a chance to talk about the championship game. It happened. It did happen before we shot our last show. We did talk about it.
Yeah, I think so.
Did you watch it?
Yes. Actually, I think I did, yeah. I watched more soccer this year than I think I've ever watched in my life.
Did you gamble on it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you win?
No.
Well, no,
I didn't.
I won.
good. I'm glad.
Like
you didn't have Messi and Mbappe to both score hat tricks?
No, that would have been a nice one. No, I bet on. I had Argentina to win from before the tournament, which was paid 6-1.
That's big money.
That's hey. That'll
that $5 into $30. That's good.
That's 10. It was $10. So I paid 60. We're watching Big Talk. We'll come right back.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. So take the points edition. I forgot to change the sign again. It's still Brian Turner.
Sweet. Great.
You all right with that?
Great.
You're, it makes you kind of a anonymous here.
That works for me, except you keep telling everybody what my real name is.
Jamie Hodges joins today.
I think he retired.
He's doing something. We were talking about the NFL. We ended up pretty decent on the year. We were over 500 on the NFL. Going into the final
week, you guys ended up going 6-3. So
you forgot to get your picks in.
I did not. I did not get them in. That is correct.
And we didn't. Of course, we all skipped last week because it was Christmas time and we were all home enjoying our families and not watching football at all. Did you watch football last weekend?
Oh yeah.
That was New Year's.
Yeah.
Did you watch football at Christmas time?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
I enjoyed the 3 games on Christmas Day.
They weren't that good, were they?
No, but I liked that they were on. Even if I'm not sitting there watching them, I like that they're on the TV. They're just on kind of background stuff. I kept from having to listen to Christmas movies and things like that. I'd be like, sorry, football game's on.
I can't believe the family let you turn the football game on as opposed to putting on a Christmas Story.
There were so many
Christmas Story
toys and
12 times in a row, you know. You got Christmas Story on one channel running 12 times in a row. You got Bad Santa on another channel.
See, at my house, it's Home Alone and Christmas Vacation. They're on constant rotation.
Oh.
And The Grinch.
The 30-minute one or the hour and a half?
The new one. Not the Jim Carrey one, the new animated one.
There's a new one since then.
It's great. It's
Is it good?
Extremely good. Yes.
Really?
So, yeah, those are on constant rotation in my house.
How do you expand The Grinch into 90 minutes of...
I don't know. It was good.
I mean,
it may not be 90 minutes, but yeah, it's probably not far off that.
It was an hour and a half long. I didn't watch it. I didn't know there was one.
You should. You should actually watch it. I promise you know what? You're going to laugh at it too.
I laugh at it. I ain't gonna lie.
Is my heart 10 times too small or whatever?
It's in there, right?
All right. I'll watch that. I'll watch that next Christmas. Yeah, I'll do that. What are we doing? What are Jamie and Weeze doing for the NFL this week?
Weeze is cheating again. So
Weeze does find the best line.
Yeah, somehow. But we're just going to go straight to the line that sticks out like a red sore thumb. He got the Cowboys minus 2.5 in the first half against Washington. So
Cowboys are like minus
they're 5.5, and somehow Weeze got 2.5 in the first half. So that another Weeze line.
But he's only betting first half.
Yeah, just the first half of that one.
Actually, because he doesn't think they're going to play the starters.
Yeah, but it's a conference game. They still want to play.
Divisional. They've got to win if they to.
Yeah, they're going to stick it out until they don't have to. So I think that's probably he wants to get a big lead and maybe.
I really think that I think they have a chance to get to the maybe not the number one, but they have a chance to get to the
move up
division championship.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think they do. Go ahead.
He's on another big line. Giants plus 14 versus Eagles. Giants don't have anything to play for, but they still want to beat the Eagles. I like that bet. That's one of mine also.
14,
it's plus 14.
That's basically the Eagles do have to win.
Yeah. And so he took the Giants.
But he thinks the Giants will stay close.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll buy that.
He's on the Falcons minus 3 versus the Bucks.
I don't understand. minus 3 versus the Bucks. Bucks don't have to win.
Bucks don't have to win. They're talking about resting their starters. I don't know.
Boy, this is a tough week to gauge, isn't it? It's just so difficult.
This is one of those that you have to, before you bet, unless you've already done it, see who's playing, who's in and out before games start. They got to turn him in an hour before ahead of time. So, and then he's on the Browns Steelers under 40.5. Steelers don't score. Browns don't score. This game will probably hit
Pittsburgh
60
in January.
Yeah. So this bet is the most anti-Weeze because it makes complete and total sense. So
I got to tell you, I think that both these teams are going to come in ready to score. At least the Steelers will.
They haven't done it. They haven't showed they're ready to score in any game forever. It feels like.
Yeah, but they're going to play against They're going to play good against. They got to win. Steelers got to win.
They do have to win.
Steelers have
and
a chance.
That kind of leads you right to yours if you want to do that. Steelers minus 2.5.
That's exactly why I did that.
Yeah.
The Steelers minus 2.5. I like it. They're playing for Tomlin. They love their coach. He's never had a losing record. They win. He's still never had a losing record. They want to get that win, even if they don't end up in the wild card. And it's at home. They hate the Browns. They love to beat the Browns. They see that uniform. That's ugly.
Yep. I agree with you. Then you got the Vikings minus 7.5 at the Bears.
This is because of Nathan Peterman.
I agree. I think you're smart.
Peterman.
I bet it too.
Did you bet it too?
Absolutely.
Good for you. Good for you. You're betting against your Bears?
Listen, I'm not betting against the Bears. They want to lose because if they win, that would be the most Bear thing ever.
And they have
cost themselves draft picks.
They have nobody.
No.
On offense right now.
They don't have anybody on defense right now.
They have
team's horrible.
Nobody. How do they put a team out?
I don't know. So no, I completely understand this bet. Yes.
All right. Well, I didn't want to offend.
No, you didn't. I promise. And then you got the Chiefs Raiders under 52.5.
Vikings got to win too.
Yeah, they do. So they're not just not going to play anybody. So
Chiefs Raiders what?
Under 52.5.
That's the Chiefs haven't been. The Chiefs have been beating people by all they need to, and just haven't been putting on a show.
Are you not a Jarrett Stidham believer?
I got to tell you.
Kid looked like he could play last game.
We watched that game.
Yeah.
Me and my brother-in-law Jason Edgington. We sat there and watched that game. We talked about it beforehand, and he says, well, who is this stiff? Why are the Raiders putting this guy in for the last 2 games a year? This makes no sense at all. Why are they dumping Derek Carr? I said, well, there's 2 things. Either they don't like Derek Carr, or they might think they got a guy. They might think this could be Patrick Mahomes, because the Chiefs did the same thing with Alex Smith. They took him out the last game of the year in Mahomes' rookie year.
See what he can do.
Put Mahomes in for 1 game, and he played great. Stidham played great. Yep. We were sitting there during the game. Mahomes. But I don't think he's going to do that against the Chiefs. I don't think he's going to do that again.
And then you got the Packers -4.5 versus the Lions.
Packers are playing too well. I'm off, like I said, I'm off the Dan Campbell bandwagon.
Yeah.
And it's in Lambeau.
Yeah, Lambeau.
Lions in Lambeau. I've been to that game, and they just don't show up.
Yeah. Jamie's got that same bet also, so we'll go to that one. Packers -4.5, same thing. He's got the Dolphins +1 versus the Jets. Just two bad football teams right now.
Dolphins don't have a quarterback.
Right.
I mean, it's just they're down to their fifth.
I think that Thompson kid out of Kansas State,
Skylar
I believe.
Thompson?
Yeah. So that's an ugly football game. He's got the Jags -6.5 versus the Titans.
That's Saturday.
That's
a big spread. I thought that spread got lower than that.
Well, it's because that they got that Josh Dobbs starting second game, but they still got Derrick Henry. That's what it's all about.
Jags got to win.
Yeah, and then he's on the Colts -2.5 versus the Texans.
Well, Titans got to win too.
Yeah, I hope this one doesn't hit. I'd really like the Texans to win this football game.
He bet on the Colts.
Yeah, he bet on the Colts.
I thought Jamie had.
You can't cure him.
Mended his ways.
You can't cure him. I hope he's wrong though.
I really thought he had. I thought he'd gotten off of that for the year. Like you've just gotten off the Bears.
Oh, if you watch enough of what the Bears got going on right now, everybody should be off.
And for crying out loud, the Bears at least have a coach.
Well, yeah, he's a coach. I mean, the Colts got a center. So.
Centers are the smartest players on the team.
All right, mine are pretty easy then. I discussed one. Vikings -7.5 versus the Bears. The Bears just got nothing to prove. They want to lose.
That makes sense.
Giants +14 at Philly. I just think it's too many points. I like Oakland plus the 9.5 versus the Chiefs. I saw what Stidham did last week. The Chiefs aren't blowing people out. They're keeping it close, so I'm going to take the Oakland plus 9.5.
Yeah, that's why I took the under. So,
and then I'm going to take the Bengals -6.5 versus the Ravens. Bengals are way better than the Ravens.
Bengals are way better than the Ravens. Where that game is at Baltimore, right? Yeah. Bengals are way better than the Ravens, but and the Bengals, they're going to need the practice. They need to win after not getting to play this week.
Yeah, they've had a week off, so
that's the other thing. I mean, you hope that Buffalo's able to put it together. You wonder what the mindset. You wonder what the mindset of the typical NFL football player is, because the Bengals players all went over and consoled the Buffalo players on Monday night. It wasn't just the Buffalo team that was affected by the poor kid getting hurt or having the cardiac issue.
Mm-hmm.
So good luck to DeMar Hamlin, certainly, and good luck to everybody placing their bets. We've still got a minute. You want to see what I asked you if you knew what the NBA was.
Yeah, NBA. Let's go.
All right, here's the NBA Eastern Conference. Look
at the Pacers hanging on.
It goes down to 10, of course, because that's where the little tournament starts.
Bulls struggle.
Bulls have not been playing well lately. They had like a 10-game losing streak here a little while ago, and Bulls kind of need to turn it around because none of those teams are really looking to stumble. And then you look at the West. There is the Nuggets leading. It's the Pelicans leading. They were leading a couple of days ago. The Nuggets now back on top in their division. Grizzlies, Nuggets, and Pelicans. That's fun. Golden State, number 9. How about that? The trying to defend. Everybody brings their A game when the champs come to town.
Wow, I mean. The thing that pops out to me, the Kings 4 games over 500, the Lakers 5 games under 500.
Wow!
I mean, talk about the talent on their teams, the salary.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, huge difference.
Huge difference, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy the final regular season game.
I hope it's just. I mean, if it's anything like the games from Saturday, fantastic.
Fantastic. Enjoy the national championship. Lucas, thanks for being here.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We'll see you all next time. Have a great weekend. See you soon.